Welcome to Let's Build a Willys Jeep. This video will go over how to install your transmission skid plate onto your 1947 CJ2A Willys Jeep. The transmission skid plate will be mounted in this orientation, facing the same direction as it is right now and attached to the Willys Jeep. The transmission support crossmember will be installed going this direction and installed with 4 bolts on either side. Use 4 carriage bolts to install your skid plate, and they are 3/8 by 1.5 inches long, and you'll use a washer, lock washer, and a nut on all 4 bolts. And the thing about these carriage bolts, as you can see, has this square part at the very end of your bolt here, and the holes on your skid plate are actually square, and the square part will lock in. As you see, that square part locks in to your plate. The 4 carriage bolt will be installed in these 4 holes on your transmission skid plate. Taking you guys underneath the Jeep, the skid plate will now be installed to your transmission crossmember. Just to give you guys some orientation here, the front of the Jeep is pointing that way, and the skid plate will be attached to these 4 holes on the underneath part of your crossmember. Your skid plate will be installed facing this direction with this larger face pointing upwards, facing towards the front, and just install your skid plate in these 4 holes and just line up to whatever holes match on your crossmember. Just so you guys have a better understanding which way the skid plate is orientated this way, with the larger bend facing towards the front. When installing your skid plate, make sure you use the appropriate holes on your transmission crossmember so your drain plug on your transfer case is centered on the skid plate large hole. Showing you guys how to install one of these carriage bolts into your skid plate. You will feed your bolt through your skid plate and then through your transmission crossmember, and the bolt facing this direction, facing upwards. Push your carriage bolt through the hole and make sure the square part engages with your skid plate. Now install your washer, lock washer, and nut on your carriage bolt and hand tighten until it is tight, and repeat this process for all the other 4 bolts. And that is how you install your transmission skid plate underneath the transmission. Thanks for watching Let's Build a Willys Jeep. Make sure to subscribe.